I'm Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Chris Dyer. I've been in Port Angeles for about a year and a couple of months now. I worked in Arizona for about 5 years, started off my career in the southeastern part of the state, the other side of the state where Mr. Carroll worked. I also worked for about a year up in northern Maine, which was the complete opposite of where I was in Arizona. But enough about me. My history isn't as exciting as Mr. Carroll's, but I have some stories also. Just give you a real brief history of the Border Patrol, what we do, why we're here. The Border Patrol was officially created in 1924 through the Labor Appropriations Act of 1924. It was created to secure the borders in between the ports of entry and to fight smuggling of alcohol and other contraband, as well as increased illegal immigration that it resulted from the passing of the 18th Amendment, which was prohibition. Now, the Border Patrol was put in charge of securing the borders, all land and coastal borders in between the ports of entry. And that is what we do today. Now, fast forward 77 years to the attacks on 9/11. The attacks in Washington, D.C. and New York, they forced us to focus on terrorism. It was something that we didn't really focus on before. Our focus was mainly on illegal immigration and the smuggling of contraband, such as drugs and stuff like that. But in response to 9/11, the Department of Homeland Security was created. The BP, the Border Patrol, was integrated into the Department of Homeland Security, and our main goal now is to apprehend terrorists and terrorist weapons illegally crossing our borders. Here on the Olympic Peninsula, Border Patrol faces several obstacles, as you can see. It's very unique. The Port Angeles Border Patrol Station is very unique in the obstacles that we face. Entire maritime border, huge strait, estimated 183 miles just on the northern shoreline alone. Unprotected beaches, numerous boat landings, marinas, just a haven for the possible smuggling activity. Now, that's where the Citizens Action Network can come in, and that's where you guys can give us a hand. Who's a football fan? Anybody know the concept of the 12th man? Home field advantage, absolutely. 60,000 screaming fans. That's the reason why the people on the home field, they win more than half the time. Every field is the same in football. Every field is 100 yards long. It doesn't matter, where you play. It's all the same size. But that home field advantage matters. We're not asking you to scream for us. We're just asking you to report what you see. Be good witnesses. Now, you can be our eyes and our ears when we're not there. Now, how can you be good witnesses? What can you look for? What we're looking for on the water is small craft, obviously. The same thing that the Coast Guard is focused on, small craft. Zodiacs, other small craft such as the one that landed on Murdoch Beach just a few months ago outside of Joyce. Jet skis, even kayaks that just seem out of place. These smuggling organizations use techniques that they're always trying to go under the radar. They will try anything. I've seen pictures of people using surfboards with 100 pounds of marijuana with black tape, trying to smuggle marijuana into the United States. They will stop at nothing to try and move their product into the United States. And also there's smuggling going from the United States into Canada. We have to be on the lookout for that too, because we are very close partners with our people on the Canadian side as well. What we're asking you to look for is just be a good witness. Obvious stuff, people trying to sneak in under the cover of night, under the cover of weather, rough seas, fog, or under the cover of just simply remote areas such as the West End. There's not much out there. It might be kind of easy just to try and sneak in, like the people on Murdoch Beach. If it wasn't for that citizen who called in, they might have gotten away. But also, not just vessels, not just sea vessels that we're looking for here. We're also looking for low-flying aircraft. I have a card here. It tells you exactly what to look for. Tells you how to be a good witness, exactly how to report it, what markings to look for, where the engines are placed, where the wings are placed. It tells you exactly what you need to look for. It gives you a number to our Air and Marine Operations Center, which is under the Customs and Border Protection, which is what we are under. Then that number is 1-866-AIR-BUST. If you want to take this down, I have a limited amount of cards. I have about 20 if you want to take one. But if you can't, please take down this number. It is 1-866-AIR-BUST, or 1-866-247-2878. And once again, that number is for our Air and Marine Operations Center. That's just report suspicious aircraft. And just to conclude, give you a little history lesson. I'm not trying to scare anybody with this. A lot of people have said that I'm trying to scare them, but really I'm not. I'm just trying to bring up a little history. Here in the Olympic Peninsula, about 10 years ago, a man named Ahmed Ursam came over on the Kobo ferry. He tried to sneak in a trunk full of explosives. His target was the Los Angeles International Airport. Now, why did he choose the North Olympic Peninsula to come across? Maybe this is a weak area. Maybe they see this as a weak area. What's to say that someone who wants to hurt us won't try the North Olympic Peninsula again? We're not only looking for drug smuggling. Like I said before, our target now is anti-terrorism. So be on the lookout for anything that I've mentioned, any sort of suspicious behavior. You people in the Citizens Action Network, you've been living in these areas for your entire lives maybe. People in the Border Patrol, we all start off in the southern border. 99% of us aren't from this area. You people know what is suspicious, what is out of place, and what should be there. So until we get fully incorporated into the Citizens Action Network, I have our Port Angeles Station business cards. I would like everybody to take these. It lists our 800 number for our communications center in Blaine, and they can dispatch to us 24 hours a day. Anything you see, please give them a call. And during regular business hours, it's got our office number in Port Angeles. So please do not hesitate to call for any suspicious activity. We have agents that will respond in an instant. So,
would you read that number off?
Our dispatch number in Blaine is to our communications. It is 1-800-556-1345. And our office number in Port Angeles for regular business hours, it is area code 360, obviously, 452-5970.
So on your card?
Yes. Any questions? Yes.
I had a question. When we go down to Arizona 6 months out of the year and we go through the control stations, check stations quite a bit, do they have cards like that for where we live on our property when we see illegal aliens coming across? Is that
I know down on the southern border, on each and every Border Patrol vehicle, there is a hotline that is imprinted on the back of every Border Patrol vehicle. It's their sector's individual number. So it's not going to DC where they have to dispatch it from there. It's each sector's individual number. So it's very quickly disseminated to where it needs to go. So and I doubt that these cards are just specific to our station. I'm guessing that every station has these cards. And Border Patrol agents, if you encounter them at a checkpoint, they would be happy to answer your questions. If you say you're willing to help, they will.
You have to pick them up because they're going to fall over. Yeah.
Anything else? All right. Well, please.